Martech Plus Summit is well underway. I'm joined here by Surbhit Jain from Adobe, who has just come off stage talking about how Gen AI is powering a new era of customer experiences. Welcome, Surbhit.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the welcome and great to be part of this event.
Surbhit, would love to know how was your experience engaging with your fellow industry peers, engaging the audience, and the overall event.
It's always super great to come at this event. You meet a lot of like-minded people, and you really get to know what the industry is at. So I really look forward to this event by Economic Times Brand Equity. So thanks again for having me here. Again, like as I said, you get to know about what's the latest and greatest in terms of Martech and technology. It's a great place to network, and as I said, it's an important part of my calendar every year. But thanks again. Yeah.
Fantastic to hear you say that. Would love to know, one key takeaway from your session. Gen AI is the talk of this town, right? One key takeaway from your session for the larger social media audiences.
As I spoke in the session, right, like last year we saw this whole explosion of Gen AI, and we saw some really cool demos, right? We as Adobe launched Adobe Firefly, where you could create these insane amount of images by just putting text, right? But as we've come into in 2024, the questions that everybody's asking is, hey, what's the impact of that on my business, right? How can I use generative AI in a more constructive manner so that we are able to move the needle for ourselves, right? So that's the more important thing, and that's the pressing thing, even from a product strategy for Adobe. That's where we look at, right? Like there is this cool set of technology, but how can I use this cool set of technology to make the life of a marketer easy, right? How can it be your co-pilot in getting your work done better? So that's the primary thing.
Absolutely. We've seen marketers are really excited about Gen AI. It doesn't seem to be like a trend that is going away anytime soon. Would love to know, Martech has not just enabled marketing but also transformed it in many ways. How do you see the future of Martech transformation and some of the key trends?
Yeah. The biggest thing that, again, like I spoke about, the fact that a question that I often get is like, hey, is Gen AI going to replace what a marketer does, right? And the point is, it's not a replacement. The place where, I mean, I as a marketer feel that that's a bottleneck for me is how can I do more, right? There's a marketer. Let's take an example of building out a campaign. I need to do a bit of production. I need to do a bit of analysis, right? And I can do limited amount of that, right? Imagine if I have a digital twin that's able to do things that I can outsource things to, like creating imagery based on a creative brief, being able to get data on how that marketing campaign has performed. And in this new day and age, right, where the consumer is becoming really, they're wanting to engage at the channel of their choice. They want to make decisions in seconds. Brands need, or marketers need, to be able to grab their attention really quickly. And to do that, the only way to do is be more personal, right? To be able to give more personal campaigns that resonate to your needs. And as a marketer, the only way that I can do that for my millions and millions of customer is have a co-pilot, a generative AI co-pilot that's able to do that, so that I can focus on more creative things that as a marketer that I want to do. So that's where I think like the industry is heading. Again, as I said, this is a great platform. This is a great event because it's not only just me or Adobe speaking that, hey, this is where we are going. When I speak to brands in India, top companies in India, that's what they're speaking. That's resonating. That's what they're looking at. That's what other technology vendors are talking about. So again, like for us as Adobe, it's a good reaffirmation that we're marching towards the correct direction. That's what the marketers are looking for, and we're able to solve for that. Yeah.
Fantastic to hear about the future of a marketer augmented by Gen AI is a future we are looking forward to. Thank you, Surbhit.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.